Hi, friends. Happy Wednesday. We are live again on YouTube. I am going to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Go ahead and share my screen with you guys, and we are going to get into it today. Today is a topic that I'm so excited to share with you guys about because it really is the way that we are currently moving. So, let me make sure that we are showing up live, and then we're going to jump right in. Search everywhere, free training, live is there. All right. Perfect. So I can see we are live. That is great. All right, perfect. Oh, I have the wrong one open. This is not the correct. No good. Oops. Oh, untitled. 1 hour ago. Let's get the right slide up for you guys. There we go. All right. So today we are talking about what is AEO and the 5 rules that decide who AI search recommends in 2026. So I'm sure all of you guys have seen it. Really, the cost of the click-through rate is declining on every platform because we have AI answering so much for us. So we're going to talk about all that today. And here's something that should terrify every small business owner that's watching this right now. In 2026, more than 65% of all searches end without a single click, not to your website, not to anyone's. And when AI overviews show up, those AI generated answers at the top of Google, that number jumps to 83%. In Google's new AI mode, it's 93%. So if your entire marketing strategy is built around getting people to Google you and to click your website, the math's not mathing anymore, you guys. But here's the part that nobody's telling you. There's a new game being played. It's called AEO. It's Answer Engine Optimization. So AEO, Answer Engine Optimization. And the small businesses who figure this out in the next 90 days are going to eat everyone else for lunch for the next 3 years. I'm Bridget Brooks. This is Search Everywhere Marketing, and today I'm breaking down exactly what AEO is, why it matters right now, and the 5 rules that decide whether AI search recommends you or your competitors. So let's get into it. So, what is AEO? AEO stands for Answer Engine Optimization. And before your eyes glaze over to the oh great, another 3-letter acronym marketers made up, stay with me because this one actually matters. So here's the simplest way to think about it. Search Everywhere Optimization is how you get Google to show your website in a list of blue links. Answer Everywhere Optimization is how you get ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Claude, Google AI mode to mention your business by name when they answer a customer's question. Those are very different games. With SEO, you're competing to be one of the 10 links on page 1. With AEO, you're competing to be the one name that AI says out loud when someone asks, "Who's the best accountant in Dallas?" Or "What's a good CRM for a 5-person law firm?" AI doesn't show you the 10 options. It picks 2 or 3, and increasingly, then it just picks 1. That's why this matters. So, why does this matter now? Let me back up with the numbers because I want to show some of you watching this type of thinking. Like, this is where it's going. So, stat 1, AI overviews are everywhere. As of January 2026, AI appears in over 25.8% of all US searches. There we go. I'm a little behind with my slides, guys. Sorry about that. So, January 2026, Google AI appears in over 25.8% of all US searches and reach an estimated 2 billion users monthly. Now, Gartner predicts that 25% of organic search will shift to AI chatbots by the end of 2026. ChatGPT already has 883 million monthly users, and ChatGPT is processing between 250 and 500 million queries weekly. Perplexity is about 50 million weekly, which is similar to others. And this was all done on an AI search report from SimilarWeb AI. So for queries that trigger AI, overviews, organic, and click-through rates have all dropped by 61% year over year. Your ranked number one blog post is now getting 61% fewer clicks than it did last April. 70% of users are now typing and speaking in full natural language questions, not keyword soup. We trained them for 20 years, right? We trained them on the keyword soup for 20 years. Best pizza near me. Where can I get a gluten-free pizza open right now? Put all of that together, and here's the picture. The click economy that built small business marketing for 2 decades is being replaced by real-time recommendations. And in the recommendation economy, you don't want to rank, you want to be named. That's what AEO does. So there's 5 rules that go into this. Let me explain these. Rule number 1. All right. So lead with the answers, and I'll explain. This is the single biggest mistake that I see on small business websites. You wrote a 1,500 word blog post called Why Email Marketing Matters in 2026, and the first paragraph is only your backstory or your content. In today's fast paced digital landscape, you have to have the answer in the first 40 to 60 characters. AI engines are literally reading your content looking for one thing: a clean, quotable sentence that answers the question in the title. If they have to dig through 3 paragraphs of throat clearing to find it, they move on, and you are left in the dust while they're quoting your competitor. So, what does this look like? Well, here's an example of it. How much does a new roof cost in Phoenix? Your bad first line would be: replace your roof is one of the biggest investments you'll make as a homeowner, right? That is not going to get cited or picked up by any of the search engines. A better first line would be: a new asphalt shingle roof in Phoenix costs between 85,000 and 14,000 for an average 2,000 square foot home as of April 2026. Do you see the difference? The second one is absolutely quotable. An AI can lift that sentence word for word and attribute it to you, where the first one's really just a filler. So, audit your top 10 pages this week. Rewrite the first 40 to 60 words on each page so that they answer the core question in English. That's it. 1 hour, and that's your biggest AEO win that you this month. Rule number 2: structure your content for machines and humans, right? For so long, people would be like, you have to speak to humans, you have to speak to humans, you have to speak to humans. Now we have to speak to both. Structure your content for machines and humans. AI engines can't phrase your beautiful, rambling, me and this girl were talking about this style kind of content. They just can't, right? They're machines. They need structure. That means they need 3 things: a FAQ question with real ones, question that has a heading 2 or a heading 3 answered directly underneath. Perplexity and ChatGPT both pull from. Properly formatted FAQ blocks, roughly 4 or 5 times the rate than a buried paragraph, right? Schema markup. Yes, the boring technical stuff. Specifically, your frequently asked questions page. how-to articles, or local business. I know you guys' eyes are glazing over right now, but stay with me. If you're on WordPress, install Rank Math. If you're on Shopify, there's a free schema app. And on Squarespace or Wix, ask your developer or send me a DM and I'll point you in the right tools. And number 3 is to build a topical authority, not just for keywords. So the old SEO was to write one page for best local coffee shop or for coffee shop downtown or one for coffee shop near me. Stuff keywords and pray for rankings, right? Well, AEO doesn't like that. AI engines don't care about your keyword density. They care about whether you are the authority on the topic. What does that look like? Well, if you're a real estate agent in Austin, you shouldn't just have a 10 listings page. You should have a deep interconnected library, neighborhoods, school districts, first time buyer guides, relocation packets, tax info, HOA comparison, commute times, 30, 40, 50 pieces of content, all linking to each other. That tells AI this person knows Austin real estate, right? When ChatGPT get asked, who should I talk to about buying in Mueller? It's not going to be a poll from the agents whose site is blanketed in the Mueller specific content um, and Mueller specific reviews. It is going to be from an agent that is getting cited through topical authority. It's not keyword, it's reputation and algorithm can see. So, how do you do this, right? You're like, okay, that's great, Bridget, but how is that done? Well, pick one topic cluster for your business. Commit to publishing 15 to 20 pieces of content inside that cluster over the next 90 days, guys. Come on. You can publish 20 pieces of content in 3 months, right? And you want that content to be mixed. You're looking at blogs, short form videos, podcast clips, all of them, and then interlink them and watch what happens. Now, rule number 4 is get cited. And you heard me mention this before. But get cited on the AI platforms. And here's the hard truth. Your own website is only part of the battle. AI engines are trained to trust other sources when they form their answers. So if you're only publishing on your site, you're invisible to all those platforms. So what does that actually look like? Well, we start a lot of our clients with Reddit. 10% of all AI citations are coming from Reddit, and that's from SEM Rush on 2026. So be in the right subreddits, answer as a human, not as a marketer or as um, a a a robot, right? YouTube is a big one. Google AI mode and Gemini cite YouTube heavily. So if you're watching right now, you already have a head start. Optimize your descriptions, add full transcripts, answer real world customer questions. And if you don't know what the real world customer questions are in your vertical right now, go to answer the public and drop it in there, right? The next one is Quora. Quora is still cited at meaningful rates by ChatGPT and Perplexity. Industry directories and review sites like Clutch, D2, Yelp, BBB, all of those are niche industry sites. Get listed on them and get reviewed. Podcasts, being a guest on a podcast, 3 or 4 niche podcasts in your industry creates transcripts. AI content can cite. And then, of course, press. Even one local newspaper feature or industry trade article creates third party signal AI engines heavily weigh. This is where small business owners have a huge advantage over corporations, and you can actually show up, be human, and get mentioned on these platforms. Most companies can't or won't. So, your action step for rule number 4 is pick 3 external platforms this quarter. Commit to consistent presence, not just a one time post, and ongoing activity. Three, third, 3 solid third party signals beats 3 random ones every time. And rule number 5, plain text is table stakes in 2026. It really is. The business winning AEOs are giving these AI actions multiple formats to chew on and multiple ways to verify who you are and who you say that what you do, right? So here's what multi-module looks like in practice. Your website was written content, yes, but also has a video embedded with full transcripts, a podcast episode with timestamp show notes, high resolution images with descriptive alt text, consistent NAP across every platform, and NAP is name, address, and phone, and a steady drip of new reviews to Google, Yelp, and Facebook or industry specific sites. So, why does this matter? Because when ChatGPT is deciding whether to trust you or your business name, it's cross referencing. Does your website say that you're open until 6 p.m.? Does your Google profile agree? Does your Facebook page agree? All are there are 40 on all are there 47 5-star reviews that mention you specifically, right? The more signals that line up, the more confident that AI gets and the more likely it is to recommend you. Think of it as like an identity check. The machines are there verifying that you're real before they ever put your name in your customer's ear. So, what does that look like for number 5? Do a NAP audit this week. Open a spreadsheet, list every platform that your business is on, and make sure that your name, your address, your phone number, and your hours all match exactly. This is the highest leverage 2 hours that you'll spend on marketing this month. So let's bring it all home and recap, right? AEO, answer engine optimization, is how you get AI engines to recommend your business by name. And the 5 rules that decide who gets recommended are leading with the answer, rewriting your first 40 to 60 words at the top of your page, structure for machines, have a frequently asked questions section, a schema markup, and list in tables. Number 3 is build for topical authority. Pick one topic cluster and go deep and wide. Number 4 is get cited where AI already trusts Reddit, YouTube, Quora, and directories and podcasts. And number 5, feed the machine modality, meaning video transcripts, NAP consistency, Google business profile, and reviews. Because here's the thing. The business that treats AEO like one more thing to add to their list are going to be the businesses that fail. The ones that treat it as a new foundation and the thing that SEO, content, and paid media all plug into are the ones that are going to win in the next 3 years. This is what we call the land grab, right? And right now, your local competitors are confused, overwhelmed, and waiting for someone to tell them what to do. That window, it closes in about 12 months. So here's the thing, guys. I just gave you the map, but knowing what to do with it and actually doing it, rewriting your top pages, building your schema, creating your topic clusters, getting cited across Reddit, YouTube, and directories, that's a whole nother game, right? And most of you watching aren't going to do it alone. So that's exactly why we built Omni 90. And it's my 90-day program where we build your AEO foundation with you. You get the playbook, the templates, the weekly coaching, the hands-on implementation, so that by the time we're done, ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity are all recommending your business by name. And if you want to learn all of this and ads along with it and actually have a finish line to get it done, then come join us in Omni 90. The link is in the description below. The spots are very limited because this is a cohort. So you don't want to wait until it's already obvious to everyone that you need it, right? And if you're not ready for that, no problem. Just smash the thumbs up button and subscribe because I am here every week with you, giving you trends on how you can increase your SEO for your dream client to see you. I'm Bridget Brooks with Search Everywhere Marketing. That's all we have Today, guys, you got 5 action steps on how to get AEO to work for you. Go get it done. Bye, guys.